Our next guest is a leader, of course, in navigation, has been for a long time, always producing some very cool products that we've talked about for years on Into Tomorrow. Well, now they're doing some very cool activity trackers. Our guest is Senior Product Manager with Garmin, Olaf Meng. Welcome back Into Tomorrow. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, guys.
It's a pleasure to always have you. We've had you on several times over the years, this being our 11th year at IFA, and there's always new stuff to talk about. So there's always a big crowd at the Garmin exhibit. What have you got? What's new and exciting? And you don't let us down this year again.
Yeah, true. We do have a couple of categories now with Garmin, not showing our sat-navs for the cars, but also a lot of devices for people being on the move.
Now, these devices for people on the move we're going to get to, but first I want to get to the latest, this being one of the latest Garmin devices you're showing at IFA?
Yeah, that's one of them.
Okay.
We are showing a complete new lineup.
Where do I power it up here so we can show the camera that it does something? Ah, very good. And of course, it's all in German.
Oh, sorry.
Not a problem. But we get the idea with a big magnifying glass. I'm going to assume that word means search.
Absolutely.
Okay, very good.
In English, we say just where to with Garmin.
Okay.
In German, it's Zieleingabe.
It's Zieleingabe?
Yeah.
Yeah, so much easier to say search. But I get it. That's very good. So tell me about this device.
Yeah, we have new hardware here. Of course, internally, there are new processors and a couple of new chips, as we do sometimes. And what you see on the top is the capacitive touchscreen with a glass display, where you can use also your fingers to zoom in and zoom out. It's a multi-touch display.
And
we have introduced that at IFA in different scales, so from 5-inch, 6-inch, up to 7-inch, which is the high-end device. With the new series, we have brought some features from our high-end devices down to the advanced series to give the users also buying a
so I'm seeing,
sat-nav
for example, we have things here under apps like weather and Foursquare, and
yes,
because you want to check in, and telephone. Does this mean that it then works with our smartphone or something in the vehicle?
Of course.
Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
This device is actually paired with my smartphone, and I can use it as a hands-free system in the car, but also check in with Foursquare. You see, we have integrated for Europe a number of 1.5 million Foursquare POIs. But if you are connected with the internet via your smartphone, you can also download and check into the newest POIs here around you in Berlin.
And that's kind of the idea when you're using a GPS device is maybe you want to let people know where you are.
Absolutely.
You know, maybe I've hit something that's asking me something very complicated in German, and you're going to say 9. Okay.
I say no because we are inside the building, so we
course.
don't have GPS
that's
here.
it. Obviously, that's what it was looking for, signal.
Yep.
Okay, very good.
And that's it. That's a lot of connecting it to your smartphone, using the smartphone as a modem for the sat-nav, gives the ability to have weather information, but also brand actual traffic information on the device.
Yes, which is very helpful, obviously, when you're trying to navigate anywhere.
Yeah.
You want to know what's happening with traffic. And is this something that's announced here at IFA and available now?
It's available now. You can buy it around 200 euros, up to 300 euros for the big inch.
And will it be available in the U.S.?
Also, yeah, of course.
And dollar amount, any idea?
It's around the same in dollars.
So it's cheaper.
You have different taxes.
Cheaper to buy it in the U.S. So
absolutely,
buy it in the U.S. And that's the vast majority of our audience, so that's fine. So that people are going to look for that. But now, before we run out of time, the next thing that you guys are involved in now are these activity trackers. And being that you're a GPS company, do I assume that there's some GPS on the activity tracking?
On the activity tracking on these devices, we don't have GPS. These are working with a movement sensor, so they track how many steps you've done. But on the Vivo Smart, which is brand new here at IFA, we have also connected it with your smartphone, so it helps you getting notifications from your smartphone on the device.
Chris is showing this is the Vivo Fit, right?
This is the Vivo Smart.
This
now.
is the new one, the Vivo
That's
Smart.
the new one.
Okay.
So you see my steps for today. So,
you've done almost 6,000 steps today. It's a
Yeah.
big show, so there's a lot of walking around.
But I can also control my media player. I get smart notifications from the smartphone here. And you may have heard that we also have a brand new action cam, the Verb. And as it's sometime installed somewhere else in a vehicle or wearing it on a helmet, you can control the Verb here with your Vivo Smart.
And what is this little icon? Oops, I think I just passed it up. Oh, okay.
So I've been running 4.7 kilometers today. I can connect my heartbeat monitor if needed on a fair, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, your heart's always pounding here at IFA. There's so much excitement. So.
Yeah.
And this is the new one, the Vivo Smart.
Yes,
okay,
the Vivo
very
Smart.
good. So how does a GPS navigation company get into wearable tech?
We've been doing watches, sport watches, for quite a long time now. So doing watches for swimming, running, biking, and also for outdoor purposes.
Very good.
And so not for the professional sportsmen, but also for people who are into fitness and wellness. It's a nice device to keep them going.
Sure. And it's a logical step to be able to provide this technology, and especially when you can sync with so many things and do all sorts of neat things. So what else is around the corner and into tomorrow from Garmin that you can share?
Here at IFA, we have not only done P&Ds and the Vivo Fit and Vivo Smart, but also news in our biking devices. We've got a power meter now for biking. We have not been showing it here because the audience here is broader.
Yeah. And you mentioned power meter for biking. That just has me tired. I don't even know what it does, but I'm already like breathing heavy. It's, oh man, it sounds like it's going to involve exercise. So, not interested. But no, I'm just kidding. But it's very cool that folks can learn that Garmin is into many other things that will help us in many other ways. Garmin.com, of course, GARMIN.com. And we thank you, as always, Olaf, for spending a few minutes with us. And and I have to say, while I've got you, I'm sure you saw Frozen, the movie Frozen, at some point, or you have children or grandchildren. Chris's son, my grandson, it's his favorite character, Olaf. So there you go. So we'll bring a picture of you and say, "That's Olaf," and he'll say, "No," and he'll
I'm
go
not
to the
wearing a carrot in my face.
You're not, no carrot, no snowman. But thank you, Olaf, for joining us and sharing with us some of the cool devices from IFA.
Thank you, Dave.
Even if I did get way off the track. But thanks. See, that's why you need GPS. We all need direction. Garmin.com will give you just that. Check out all the cool stuff that Olaf and his team are working on. IntoTomorrow.com for more, and all 3 hours of the broadcast from Berlin, Germany. We're back with more.